أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Welcome you all, Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. So this is our social study book of our class 6, which we are following. As you know, students, we have completed already chapter number 8. Farming problems in Pakistan. And today we are learning the new chapter number 9, minerals and energy resources. In this chapter, we will learn about valuable minerals like as oil, coal, natural gas, iron, non-metallic minerals, and mineral resources of South Asia. So now let us start. Open your page number 40, minerals and energy resources. Minerals are substances that are dug up from the ground or from quarries. So, what is the meaning of quarries? A place, typically a large, deep pit from which a stone or other materials are or have been extracted, is called quarries. So, you have understand this. What is the meaning of quarries? Some are extremely valuable, such as gold, silver, uranium, and platinum. But very few countries have all or any of these. Oil, too, is a very valuable in the modern world, and some countries, especially in West Asia, have a large amount. Iron and other metal ores are fairly valuable. Ores. So, what is the meaning of ore? Now I am telling you. Ore is the combined ore is a natural rock or a sediment and that contains one or more valuable minerals. One or more valuable minerals combined to form an ore, typically containing metals, that can be mined, treated, and sold at a profit. Ore is extracted from the earth through a mining and treated or refined, often via smelting to extract the valuable things. So make the ore is the combination or containing the metals and the other things. So I think you have understand very well what is the meaning of a ore. Iron and other metal ores are fairly valuable as they are basic need for industry. Marble, limestone, salt, and other rocks are not as valuable as the other minerals, but Pakistan have very large amount of them. Oil. Unfortunately, Pakistan has a very little oil, though its neighbors like Iran, Saudi Arabia, the Gulf states, and Malaysia have very large amount. The government is desperately searching for oil both on land and in surrounding seas, based on the fact that Pakistan's geological structure is very similar to that of its neighbors. Finding oil is a very important as Pakistan has to import huge amounts for its growing industry and transport. In 2007, oil worth about rupees of 456 billion was imported. This is one third of Pakistan's total import bill. Coal. Pakistan has a fairly supply of a coal, but much of it is low quality. It produces a lot of polluting sulfur gas and ash when it is burned and does not give out a much heat. So, as you know, students, coal found in Pakistan is a not fairly a good quality, or its quality is low. So, due to a low quality, it produces a lot of polluting sulfur, so which is harmless to our health, and it don't have give us much heat. So main, as you know boys, the main reason or main use of a coil to produce the heat. So but here it give us give out a much less heat, or not give out much heat, unless it is a mixed with a high grade imported coal. It cannot be used in a factories and for a transport. Its main use is is in simple industries such as a brick making, where its disadvantages are not so important. However, recently an area of a high quality coal has been discovered in Thar. As you know, Thar is located in Pakistan, in the province of Sindh. So where the good quality of quality coal has been found, and the mines are being developed for future use. So this is the map of Pakistan, oil and where the oil and gas fields found in Pakistan. So these are the different places in Pakistan where these minerals found. For example, coal fields. So coal fields found where found in Pakistan in the province of Sindh. So here are some places where the but good quality, as we have learned, the good quality coil is found Thar. So this is the place in Sindh, Thar, where a good quality of coil has been found. And the other places, these are the coal fields in Balochistan. These are the coal fields in Punjab, found very much amount. But the good quality coil has been found in Thar in Sindh, which is very useful. Oil fields. So oil fields are found in Sindh, in near Nawab Shah, and here are some Dadu districts in Sindh, and some oil fields found in Punjab, and some oil fields has been found in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, in Peshawar. Gas fields. So the big gas fields is located in the province of Balochistan, near Sui place, which is very famous, and some amount of gas field is also found in Dadu district in Sindh, Pakistan. So these are few facts and figures of major coal, oil and gas fields in found in Pakistan. Natural gas. Pakistan has excellent supplies of a natural gas. This was created by a large number of plants. As you know, boys, how these gas reserves produced. So these gas fields are produced, are created by a large number of plants which probably grew in or around a great inland sea about 30 million years ago, which were buried due to different disasters, and once they were buried, they rooted away to form the gas. So how the gas developed inside the earth. So this is some procedure. So how the natural gas get out. of the earth. So this is the procedure. Pipes are drilling down to the gas, and it is brought to the surface to be treated. In some ways, it is more conventional than oil, as it can be transported easily along huge pipelines to where it is needed. It can be used in industry for heating boilers, but more especially as a raw material for fertilizers. So for producing a fertilizers, natural gas is also important for making fertilizers also. It can be compressed into steel bottles and used for a cooking in homes. As you know, in Saudi Arabia, these natural gases are to be compressed in the gas cylinders, and then it is used as in our kitchens. Where it is a not, where it is used for cooking in homes, where it is a not piped. Natural gas is so valuable to Pakistan that its output increased from 15 million cubic meters in 1991 to 41 million cubic meters in 2007. Natural gas turns into a liquid under pressure. So when we are pressing the natural gas, it changes, as you know, when the gas is pressed, it changes into the, in high pressure, it changes into the liquids. As it is in the gas bottles, which makes it easier to store, but turns back to become a highly flammable gas in the normal atmosphere. You know very well, in the natural gas, when it is given out in the presence of oxygen, it is highly flammable. Means it produces a lot of fire. Iron. There are number of iron mines in Pakistan with good reserves, but like coal, much of it is a low quality ore, or as you have learned in the first page of this lesson, the different kinds are to be mixed to form ore, from where we are separating the iron or other minerals to make the iron. Some high grade ore has been discovered in the far north, but the difficulty of a transport in the mountains makes it difficult to develop the mines. Iron and especially steel form a large part of a Pakistan's import budget at about 500 million US dollars in 2008. In 2000, here is some information is given in your book also. In 2006, major reserves of a copper and gold were found in Reykjavik in the Chagi region. This is the place named Reykjavik in the Chagi regions. As you know very well, Chagi regions are famous for our nuclear explosions has been taken place in the Chagi regions in Balochistan. The copper reserves yet to be mined are estimated as the fifth largest in the world. Non-metallic minerals. Pakistan has a very large supplies of some of these. The hills of salt range in the Punjab have a huge deposits of a salt that are used in the chemical industry. There are a large amount of a high quality marble, mainly in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, much of which is exported and also used locally in the construction of mosques and public buildings. There are vast amount of limestone which is used for buildings and more importantly making cement. There are a huge deposits of fire clay, china clay for pottery, fuller's earth, gypsum which is used in many industries. There are small amount of a very high quality precious gems, much as emeralds, rubies, topaz, and tourmaline found in the northern areas, especially Sawat. These are used in the local jewelry industry, as you know very well. And you are also, the gems are famous as a jewelry, you know very well. And we are wearing in our rings also, gems. Gem rings are very famous in Saudi Arabia also, like as mineral resources of South Asia. You have learned about the mineral resources of Pakistan, India, and Sri Lanka are also rich in minerals. India has a large coal reserves, the fourth largest in the world, along with a natural gas and some oil. There are also fairly large reserves of iron, iron ore, which is basic requirement for industry. Apart from these, India also has lead, zinc, copper, bauxite, manganese, silver, gold, and precious and semi-precious gems. Semi-precious and precious gemstones are also mined in Sri Lanka. These including light quality sapphires, as you know, in Pakistani they are calling the Neelam, very high quality gem wearing in the rings, sapphires, rubies, topaz, garnets, moonstones, tourmalines, and beryl. So these are the types of the some gemstones which are very famous in all over the world. They are found in different places of South East Asia. Are minerals, are resources, are gemstones found in South Asia. Here is a in the book there is a one table is given. So the amount in coal in India 62.3 billion tons, in Pakistan 14.3 billion tons, and Bangladesh 2.5 billion tons. Iron ore 13.5 billion tons, and in Pakistan iron ore 947.5 tons, and in Bangladesh iron ore not found. Natural gas, so 38 ton cubic feet, 42 ton cubic feet, and in Bangladesh 8.4 ton cubic feet. In oil, 5.6 billion barrels found in India, 350 million barrels approximately in Pakistan, and 40 million barrels found in Bangladesh. So these are some facts and figures of coal, iron, natural gas, and oil found in South Asia. This is the end of our learning of and reading and learning of our chapter number 9. So now we are solving its question and answers. There are 6 questions are given in this chapter, but only 3 questions are very important as the exam point of view. Number 1, question number 1, what is the Pakistan's most useful mineral resources? Question number 2, what advantages does the natural gas have over oil? In what ways is oil more useful? And number 3, which minerals does Pakistan have to import in large quantity? But other these 4 questions are not very important as the exam point of view. You will learn yourself and consult your internet facility, so you can understand from for your only for your understanding these three, but these three questions are very important as the exam point of view. So now I am giving you the answers of these questions. Question number 1, what is Pakistan's most useful mineral resources? Answer is Pakistan's most useful resources resource is natural gas. So what question number 1, we have learned Pakistan's most useful mineral resource. Pakistan's most useful resource is natural gas. Question number 2, what advantages does natural gas have over oil? In what way is oil more useful? So answer is advantages of a natural oil are the following. Natural gas is more convenient than oil. B, it can be compressed in bottles. Oil is more useful because of its uses are safe and less dangerous than the natural gas. Question number 3, which minerals does Pakistan have to import in large quantity? What are its uses? Answer is Pakistan had to import oil in large quantity. Oil is used in factories, transport, etc. So the uses. Number 1, it is used to run vehicles. It is used in factories for energy supply. Question number 4, why is Pakistan's own coal is not very important in industry at the moment? Why may it be much more important in future? So question number 4 is also important. So because of why I have written here. Coal found in Pakistan is of a low quality. It pollutes the environment very much. It does not, it doesn't give much heat. It may of a much importance in the future because in some areas of a Pakistan, coal of a high quality is found. Pakistan has large quantity of coal, but much of it is of low quality. It produces a lot of polluting sulfur gas and ash when it is burned and does not give out much heat. So these are the 4 questions which are very important. So now I am giving you a little homework assignment for the as MCQs. So 5 MCQs are given here. So you can get its answer when you will learn this chapter again and again. You can get the answers of these MCQs. So thank you very much, students. Our this chapter 9 is completed today. Good luck, students. Take care. Wish you all the best.